Benin? Oh, you mean the place where voodoo is a religion and a floating village exists in West Africa? Yes, that Benin. But there's so much to this fascinating country, from an ancient kingdom that stood its ground against colonial powers to jaw-dropping cultural traditions. Here are 10 things about Benin that will leave you shocked or at least make you want to book a trip. If that's the case, I can help you plan and execute your dreams. Send me a direct message right now. Let's get into the video. 1. Benin is the birthplace of Voodoo. In case you don't know what that means, it means that Voodoo originated from Benin. Voodoo is a spiritual practice deeply rooted in ancestral worship and nature spirits. It involves rituals, drummings, and offerings to connect with divine forces. Despite misconceptions, it is about healing and many other good things. 2. Benin has a Voodoo festival. Voodoo is an official religion in Benin and it is a respected cultural tradition. And every year, on the 10th of January, the whole country celebrates the National Voodoo Festival, a public holiday dedicated to this ancient spiritual tradition. Biggest celebrations happens in Ouidah, where devotees, chiefs, and visitors from around the world gather for colorful rituals, drumming, dancing, and ceremonies honoring the spirits. The event showcases Voodoo's deep roots in Benin's culture, proving that it is not just myth or Hollywood horror, but a respected religion practiced by millions. 3. A stunning floating village. It's called Ganvié and it is a breathtaking floating village on Lake Nakwe in Benin. Built over 400 years ago by the Tofinu people to escape slave raids, it has grown into a vibrant community with homes, schools, and markets, all on stilts. Locals will navigate the waterways in wooden canoes, selling goods and fishing for their livelihood. With its unique history and serene beauty, Ganvié is a must-visit destination that feels like a world of its own. I did something dumb. On my first day in Benin, I asked if it was Ankara day. And I asked because everybody was wearing Ankara everywhere. I moved to this part, Ankara. Moved to the next part, Cotonou, Ankara. When Cotonou, Ankara, I'm like, That leads us to the 4th point. Benin loves Ankara all day, every day, to all walks of life. Motorcycle riders wear them, fishermen, mechanics, traders, oldies, youngies, everyone. Benin has a deep love for Ankara fabric and it's more than just fashion. It's culture, identity, and expression. Worn daily and for special occasions. With Benin being a top cotton producer, it is not surprising that they wear a lot of Ankara because they have surplus of cotton, which Ankara is made from. Their love for Ankara is also tied to their economy and culture. It's not just clothing, it's a statement. Later that day in Benin, we used bikes to get back to our hotel in the night. And while we came to a traffic stop, everybody stopped. I looked around to check if there were officers of the law probably watching, but nobody was watching. And I kept wondering, then why are we abiding by the law? Usually, it's the opposite where I'm from. This leads us to our 5th point, which is most of the population from my observation are law-abiding. With or without being watched, they do the right thing all the time, especially as it concerns road. When they're driving, they maintain speed, they use the right kind of vehicles on the road, they maintain their lanes, and they don't park haphazardly on the road. 6. They have organized roads. It's not just organized, it is properly organized. They have bike lanes, and if you don't know what that means, it means that cars have their side of the road then it's demarcated, and bikes have theirs. There are zebra crossings and they respect it because we were walking on the zebra crossing and they stopped. Even strict helmet rules. Everybody has a helmet. Everybody and their passenger has a helmet. And bikes are very common there. Everybody has. I genuinely was looking for someone that didn't have a helmet on. I didn't find any. I was looking out. I did not. It was beautiful. This country is also very intentional about hygiene. It's clean. I wonder how they got to this point and what can we do to get to this point. This dryish, lanky bread is the only kind of bread they have. They call it pencho, which translates to hot bread in English, and it's the most common bread. It is French-style baguette, a staple in almost every meal. Thanks to French colonial influence, these breads are everywhere in the market, bakeries, and roadsides across the country. Locals enjoy it with omelets, beans, or spicy sauces, making it a versatile and affordable choice, the go-to bread for most Beninese. Going forward, you see how very similar we are to the Beninese and also how different we are. Do you know that 12% of Benin population speaks Yoruba? And Yoruba influences local custom, festivals, and daily interactions. The presence of Yoruba people in Benin dates back centuries due to migration, trade, and historical kingdoms. The Oyo Empire, which once controlled part of present-day Benin, played a key role in spreading Yoruba culture, language, and traditions. Even after colonial borders were drawn, Yoruba communities remained, especially in the southeast, near Porto Novo, Benin's capital, which has strong Yoruba roots. After establishing that Benin in fact have strong Yoruba roots, it is not surprising that these roots affected their food. And we have very similar dishes like amala and egusi, bitter leaf soup, jollof rice, rice and stew. They've become staples in the country. I tried egusi soup, rice and stew. Although they have the same name, but they use different recipes and they taste different. I am going to have a separate video talking about the things I ate in Benin and how I feel about them. You should check it out. It will be the next video. Moving on. While Benin also enjoys couscous, influenced by its northern regions and French connections, the similarities in everyday meals highlight the deep blending of Yoruba and broader West African traditions across both nations. The longest graffiti wall in Africa is in Benin, measuring 940 meters, made by 40 fucking hell. The longest graffiti wall in Africa is in Benin. It is 940 meters, made by 40 artists from across the world to celebrate Benin and Africa's rich history, blending arts, culture, and storytelling into a stunning visual display. Feast your eyes.
So if you see something
With these few points of mine, I hope I have convinced you to book a trip around West Africa. I can help you plan an affordable trip and execute it. Send me a message right now. Consider this a bonus point. 11. They practice multiple religions at the same time. A Beninese can be a Christian, Muslim, and also a traditional worshiper of Voodoo. They go to church, they go to the mosques, they still have a shrine in their home. I'm not kidding you. When asked, our tour guide said they believe what is better than one protection? 3. From different gods, they see it as 2 heads are better than one, and it was mind-blowing because I have my reservations, but I applaud their open-mindedness because a world where differences in faith and culture often divides us, it's refreshing to see a community that embodies the spirit of open-mindedness. The people of Benin have shown us that it is possible to coexist peacefully, to respect each other's beliefs, and to celebrate our diversity. I have other videos of my experience in Benin and Togo on my channel. You should totally check it out. And subscribe so you don't miss new videos. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.